Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Peter here. So today's video is a collaboration video and it's with Kim from the channel Hello Fille. She does really awesome reviews. A link to her channel is in the description below, and I'm going to hand it straight over to Kim to introduce the fragrance to you guys.
Hey guys, it's Kim from the channel Hello Fille. Thank you, Peter, for allowing me to join you to do this joint review today of Fille Aiguilles. So I want to hop right in. I have a bottle of Fille Aiguilles here. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see the bottle. So the presentation of this bottle is not different from many of the other bottles in the Serge Lutens line. The bottle itself has a black label, which my understanding means this has a limited distribution. So this bottle is only available in certain Serge Lutens boutiques. This bottle comes with two different types of tops that you can put on it. I put on the atomizer. It also comes with a dabber top, but I'm not too great with dabber tops. I tend to spill fragrances when I have a dabber top on, so I put the atomizer on instead. To me, this fragrance is purely the smell of a freshly cut Christmas tree. There are a lot of notes listed in this fragrance, but my skin's a little bit weird and I don't always detect all the notes that a fragrance lists. On my skin, this fragrance just purely smells like a balsam fir, which in North America is a Christmas tree, essentially. It is the kind of tree that we cut down in the wintertime and bring into our house and decorate for the holidays. So that is the predominant note that I get in this fragrance. It smells a lot like a balsam fir, and it smells kind of like a pine tree, the needles of a pine tree, and the sticky sap that comes off of coniferous trees. So those three notes dominate this fragrance entirely for me. I don't really smell anything else. So to me, as soon as I opened this fragrance and sprayed it on myself, I was instantly transported to wintertime and the smell of Christmas tree farms. As for how long this fragrance lasted on my skin, it did pretty well. I had sprayed on in the morning time and it was pretty linear. It lasted approximately maybe 6 to 8 hours, which is pretty typical for me. My skin tends to hold fragrance pretty well. So lasting throughout the day, didn't project too well, maybe about 6 inches off my skin, which for me is pretty good. I don't like my fragrances to be super loud and announcing, so that's good for me. About 2 sprays is all that I typically use with this fragrance, because if you use any more than that, you're going to smell like pine trees for days. One of the biggest limiting factors about this fragrance is the fact that it really does smell true to life like a Christmas tree. And I feel like this is one of those fragrances that I put in the categories of true to life realism fragrances. And what I mean by that is this fragrance smells like something you could really smell in the real world. So if I were to go out of my house right now and go to a forest that's filled with pine trees, I feel like I could smell this fragrance in the real world. This doesn't smell artificial in any sense. It doesn't feel imagined. It feels like this could be a fragrance that exists in nature, and the parfumer captured that fragrance in a bottle. So that, for me, while it's an interesting olfactive experience, I don't know if I necessarily would want to wear that smell on my body all the time. So I feel that that kind of limits the occasions that I feel that I want to wear this fragrance. And I don't know how often I would want to go around smelling like a Christmas tree. One final thing I'd want to note about this fragrance is while it is listed as a unisex fragrance, most of the Serge Lutens line is, I feel that this fragrance skews more towards the masculine. It is called Fille Aiguilles, which I looked up. It translates to girls in needles, which made me think that this would be a more feminine fragrance. To me, it's not at all feminine. It smells very much more like a masculine fragrance. It truly does smell just kind of like you rubbed yourself on a Christmas tree or rolled around in pine needles on the forest floor. It really doesn't smell like something I would imagine a female wearing, but I enjoy it personally, but I know I'm a little bit more on the atypical side, so I would think this is more of a masculine fragrance. Okay guys, this has been my review of Fille Aiguilles, so thank you so much, and Peter, once again, thank you for having me on your channel. Bye guys.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you, Kim, for being a part of my video. So what I get out of this fragrance is, you know, a dominant heavy pine fragrance, and what I noticed about Serge Lutens fragrances is, you know, what you get in the first 30 seconds is the whole of the fragrance. There's not a whole lot of change. They are very linear kind of fragrances, which I kind of like actually. So it's a heavy dose of pine, and you have an element of dried fruit, the exact same accord that's used in another Serge Lutens fragrance called Arabe. You have that same note in here, but it's just toned down. The main note is all about pine, with just an element of this underlining sweetness from these dried fruits that kind of smells sort of sticky, sweet, and slightly spicy at the same time, like a mince pie at Christmas. Really, really nice blended with that pine. And just a hint of incense. I am very sensitive to incense a lot of the time. Most of the time I really hate incense. It's a really bad reaction on me. But this uses a very nice kind of incense, and it's not overdone. It's very, very delicate and soft and really in the background below that pine. So it's, you know, if you don't like incense like me, don't be put off by this, because it's not heavy. It's just a really nice sort of element which gives it a little bit of extra depth and character. I do really enjoy this fragrance. In terms of performance, I'm hitting about 6 to 7 hours in longevity, with about an hour to 2 of a moderate soft projection. It's definitely a winter fragrance. I think it's a unisex fragrance. I can see men or women wearing this. It's really, really cozy and warming and has a lot of character and charm. I think it's worth checking out. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please do check out Kim's channel. Again, her link is in the description below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. If you'd like to see more from Kim's channel, why not check out her videos here, and also click the subscribe button to go straight to her channel.
Give them a go. So I wanted to do a very quick 2 minutes or less review on each of the fragrances that I've tried. So here we go. Okay, so first on the list is a perfume that I actually absolutely do not like, and I gave this fragrance about 4 or 5 different